First and foremost, my name is Reggie Hobson. I'm the director of performance training at Phase One Sports. I've been working with Mike Waters at Phase One Sports for about 18 years now. We met in a pretty cool way where we did a little video for some medical company. I can't remember too much because I'm older now. But anyway, he needed a place to train. I was running a facility. We got together. He was working with a lot of young kids, and at that point in my life, I was ready to give back to the kids. I was doing a lot of adult training, and here we are 18 years later, still grinding. My journey from this basically started from childhood. I was an athlete, played a lot of sports. Only child, no father around, mother working two jobs, so I had to learn how to occupy myself. I was getting out there in the streets playing sports with people. Wasn't the most physically gifted kid, so I just started exercising, working out, using the sports themselves to try to get myself better. So fast forward to high school and college and so on, always working out, always doing those things. After I finished my tenure at UNLV, I decided instead of being a psychologist or sociologist, I wanted to give back to people what I learned that made me strong. Working out, lifting weights, running, that's what made me who I am. So that's pretty much how I became a trainer. I've now been training. I started training in 1986. It wasn't even an occupation back then. I was just working in a gym, typical gym worker. And people started seeing my workouts and seeing me help other people train, asking me for programs. And I just started writing programs for people for $25, teaching them how to train. So that was the beginning of the career. And later on, it became a career. So I've been all over the place with this. I've been a training director. I've been an assistant to a strength coach, grad assistant. I've run gyms, help people build gyms, run corporate goals gyms, private gyms, just the whole thing. I've done it all. Spent a good portion of my career training. 80% of my clientele was women, so got really, really good at that. Always had a flair for the bodybuilding part of it. Always liked, helping people change and shape their bodies, but putting the athletic-based intensity and conditioning and mental drive in there. So it's always been a real good combination for me, being an athlete, but also being interested in other types of training. Me, myself, the training itself has always just been my anchor. It's what's grounded me. It's what's been my best friend. It's what's been my love. It's just something I love to do. It's a challenge. I love challenging myself. As an only child, you do have to learn how to kind of take care of yourself, entertain yourself, and it's always been through some sort of form of exercise, sports, or training. You make a lot of friends that way, meet a lot of cool, interesting people. I've trained with pro wrestlers. I've trained with football players. I've trained with just about anybody, which made me a better, well-rounded trainer. At this point, continue to move on with this. At 57 years old, I am still in the gym training a lot because, again, it is my anchor. I enjoy it. I still can give back. The experience that I have is just, it's just priceless. Like I said, I've trained a lot of people, and it's also helped me get through some rough points in my life, raising kids and helping other people with their kids. And it's just like I said, it's been my anchor. So it's getting tougher as I get older. I have a lot of injuries I've incurred through playing football and basketball and any recreational sports, probably when I shouldn't have been later in my life, in my 40s, still running around trying to be a kid. But I got my L4 and L5 are herniated, S10 starting to go. I think that's the number I have. Spondylitis, all kind of injuries, meniscal surgeries, elbow issues and whatnot. But what keeps me going really is the personal challenge. I figure the harder I work myself, nothing else in life can break me down, can tear me down. I do it to myself. It's self-induced torture, training, growing spiritually, mentally, physically. It's self-induced, but it is, nobody can do it, knows you better than you, and who else can do it better than you for yourself. So that's my main thing with my training is that's my partner. That's who I am. So I'm going to continue on this journey as long as I can. I'm definitely going, it's a different world now. The kids aren't, maybe as tough as we are, but I'm trying to still instill in them what I learned, the values it gave me. It kept me out of the streets of Flint, Michigan, which is a really rough place to grow up and be. It kept me out of the streets there, got me a full ride scholarship. I walked on to UNLV, it got me a full ride scholarship. I have been training, raising family, feeding, buying auto, homes, cars, and things. This has been my occupation through training, nothing but training and the passion of training. So, I owe a lot to it. I honor my craft. Getting a little older, it's getting harder to do, but I'm going to continue to do it. At Phase One, we've grown millions of different ways, and we've trained pro athletes, we've trained fitness athletes, we've trained general pop, we've done everything. Now it's time for us to branch off and be able to share this with everyone, universally. A lot of people don't know my story. When I do tell it to them, they're fascinated by it. So Phase One online platform is going to be really good to help people, regular people. I wasn't a super gifted athlete, but regular people know that, with some discipline and some hard work, they can achieve their fitness goals as well as other goals. So, as far as online, that's a lot of things I want to put into it, as well as programming. I love writing programs. Programming is my thing. I do it all day, all night, even when I'm not supposed to. I'm writing programs. So those are some of the things that's going to make Phase One Online unique, I think. Our own personal experiences that we'll bring to it. Mine, especially helping the older population. I'm now really interested in, I see a lot of older people my age are not in great shape, not moving, not thinking they can do this, but it can. There's levels to everything, and I want to show them that through injury, old age, I'm a grandfather now, you can still get in there and put in the work and live a quality life, live a fun life, have something to look forward to every day. So that is pretty much my story, and I really, really hope everybody gets out there and gets into Phase One online.